It was only a matter of time before this young fellow was signed. Yes, we're talking about Jamppi yet again. If you guys do not know his insane backstory from his short time in Counter-Strike, now of course permanently banned from Valve and CSGO majors because of what he did when he was just a kid. In case you guys missed it, it was only weeks ago we talked about his departure from the CSGO scene, his leaving events, and of course his searching for other opportunities. And it didn't take long for him to find that opportunity. He has now also departed the Counter-Strike space and entered Valorant with still a gigantically known name, that being Team Liquid. I will first play for you guys what he said weeks ago, and now weeks later, he's already been signed, clearly showcasing the potential of Jamppi even as a Valorant pro.
Hello guys, it's Jamppi from ENS. How you doing? So here's the video as I promised to do, to let you know about my future and what has happened. So first of all, I got benched in ENS. Many of you knew that already, but you know, these kind of things happens all the time in esports. Nothing I can basically do about it. I just wish the best of luck to the new team, and hopefully they will succeed better than I did. And it was nice from ENS to give me the opportunity to compete against the best for 8 months. I think it was always my dream to play against the best, and I got it. So it was a nice experience for me. And yeah, and as for the future, I don't think this is a surprise to anyone, and there has already been some rumors about it, but I will be switching to Valorant. I think the first reason probably all of you know, but obviously it's like a fresh start for me, just mentally, obviously. Like in CS, I knew I could be one of the best players and compete against the best, but you know, there was always some things in my mind that about the ban and everything. So I think it's just a fresh start for me in Valorant, and I hope at least there's nothing that can stop me, like any bans or anything. So I think that's a like mentally also very good thing, that I can just play free and compete and hopefully become one of the best players in that game. And yeah, that's basically it. Just wanted to let you guys know that I will be switching, and I will be probably streaming some Valorant in the evening today. So be there and just ask me anything if you want to know about things, and obviously if there's any Valorant teams interested about me and how good I am at the game or anything, just contact me on Twitter or send message to my manager in ENS or something. It was Jamppi. See you next time. Terkkuja.
And in doing so, Team Liquid will be dropping Eccles, which is, I think by a lot of eyes out there, a risky move, an interesting one, probably not an easy choice to make as well. Best of luck for him in his future. Likely should have one in the Valorant space as well, but certainly Liquid, they are very well aware of the potential star talent that Jamppi is, and they take the risk. And I would say certainly an interesting replacement on that roster, and we'll see where they go from here. It is just another page out of the CS novel that is so many departed pros. Not many top names. I know a lot of people out there like to argue, but especially when it comes time for the rising or the middle tier North American talent, that scene is in shambles for what might be the future of North American Counter-Strike, whatever it might be, but certainly one of the bigger names. And certainly, of course, his history, his story does add to that name. Jamppi has now also left CSGO and joined Team Liquid Valorant. Now, another story out there, actually bouncing back to the Counter-Strike space, what NAVI is doing, not as Vincere. I would say easily most prominently known for their CSGO roster, and a guy like Simple, and what they'll do this year, you got to cross your fingers and hope that a major is in those books. When it comes time for the future of NAVI CSGO, they have been prepping for a long time. Last time we talked about their recruitment or their academy roster, we talked about, at the time, 14-year-old Munzi. He is now 15 years old. He is now joined by what very well could be one of, if not the single youngest Counter-Strike pros to ever be recruited into a program like NAVI. That's going to be a young 13-year-old player known as Demon, now joins 15-year-old Munzi on that academy roster, and it seems very clear what NAVI is hoping will be the future of esports, and the future of their organization is going to be these young, nutty kid talents, which have proven to be, by the way, just like Munzi and a lot of the members of that roster, they are young, and they are crazy at gaming. And the last time I talked about a 13-year-old pro being signed in the Counter-Strike space, which at the time, I believe, I'm not really sure if he was signed or added to the roster. You know, there might be workarounds because when it comes time for an age restriction on Counter-Strike, it is one of the higher compared to Fortnite, which is only 13 years old. We talked about the other youngest to be tied to a team at this level, that being 13-year-old Snowzin. It's now 13-year-old Demon joining NAVI, and it really makes you wonder if age changes will be made in the future of CSGO. But to see a 13-year-old on the borderline of being a pro, face at level 10, now with one of the most established orgs in CS history, I mean, that's pretty wild. I can't even tell you guys what I was doing at 13, right? Learning the alphabet, trying not to pee my bed, I don't know. So it is crazy over the past few years as we've been here at Esports Talk covering younger and younger pros. NAVI is certainly aiming at something when it comes time for younger players and what could be the future of their organization and could pay off immensely. What do you guys think? Until next time, you know what to do, all right? Take a sip for me. I'll catch you back here sometime soon. Take care.